from RFK Stadium in Washington, D.C., your nation's capital. This is Kurt Berglund with Payoff Pitch Baseball today, starting a season of a mixed group of teams. I don't want to call them great teams. I haven't come up with a name for the league yet, but we're getting started. This is game one between these two teams of the season. This is their opening day. The teams, the 1977 Boston Red Sox, winners of 97 games and tied for second place in the American League East in that season. And they will be taking on the 1969 Washington Senators, winners of 86 games and a fourth place finish in the American League East. The pitchers will be Louis Tiant for the visiting Boston Red Sox, and in there we go. And in 1977, Louis Tiant was the possessor of a 12-8 record with a .453 earned run average, and he will be opposed by right-hander Dick Bosman for the 69 Senators. Bosman was a 14-5 pitcher with a 2.19 earned run average in 1969, and the ace, along with Joe Coleman, of the Senators' pitching rotation. The lineups for today for the Boston Red Sox, leading off at shortstop Rick Burleson, batting second in center field Freddie Lynn, batting third in right field Jim Rice, batting fourth in left field, Carl Yastrzemski. Batting fifth at catcher, Carlton Fisk. Batting sixth at first base, George Scott. Batting seventh at third base, Butch Hobson. Batting eighth at second base, Denny Doyle. And batting ninth and doing the pitching will be Louis Tiant, because home team rules on the DH in my league. So the 69 Senators didn't use one because there was no DH in 69. So that's the way it is. So Dwight Evans, who would be in the lineup, finds himself on the bench today. For the 69 Senators, leading off in center field, Del Unser. Batting second in right field, Lee May, an in-season acquisition for them. Batting third in left field, Frank Howard. Batting fourth at first base, Mike Epstein. Batting fifth at third base, Kenny Mcmullen. And my fingers don't work. Batting sixth at second base, Bernie Allen. Batting seventh at shortstop, Eddie Brinkman. And batting eighth and doing the catching, Paul Casanova. And batting ninth and on the mound will be Dick Bosman. Dick Bosman, the right-hander, finishing his warm-up tosses, and he is on the mound. We're going to be rolling him later in the season. I'm going to have fast-action cards, but they're not here yet, and we're getting started. So here we go. It's Burleson. Dice go like this. The red die is the percentile die for the tens column. The blue die is the percentile dice for the ones column. And then these are added to get the pitchers. These are two D6s, and they're added to get the pitcher's result. And we're ready to go. Neither one of these teams ran much. Don Zimmer, the Red Sox manager, this is his first full season as Red Sox manager in 1977. Ted Williams, rookie manager in 1969. The expectations for the Senators in 69, very low. And so this was a surprise for him to get this many wins out of that team. So we're going to get going using the dice today, but soon fast action cards. And I'm going to make a separate video previewing all the teams in my league that will be participating in these games. Not going to do every game in the league, but going to do a bunch of them and keep you up to date on how things are going. So now we're ready to start. Burleson stepping in against Dick Bosman. And it's in play 67. That's a ground ball to second base. That's Bernie Allen, who will throw to Mike Epstein for out number 1, and we are underway in the payoff pitch season. Freddie Lynn stepping in against Bosman, Red Sox center fielder. This is a in-play 67, ground ball shortstop. No, I'm sorry. Yes, shortstop, taken by Brinkman. He's going to throw to Epstein, and that's out number 2 in the first. And Jim Rice switched over to right field today for the Red Sox. This is a tough out, which is a fly ball to left field. Frank Howard is going to be able to grab this one, and Hondo hauls it in. That retires the Red Sox 1, 2, 3 in the first. We go to the bottom of the first. Senators coming to bat against Louis Tiant, the ace of the Red Sox staff, in 77. Unser steps in. Washington center fielder. That is in play 76. Fly ball center field. Hit toward Lynn, and Freddie will take it for out number 1. Lee May stands in, acquired from the Indians during the 69 season to bolster the Senators' attack. The pitch to him is a defense check. Alrighty. So for that, we come on over here, and this will be an error check for Denny Doyle. Denny Doyle is an E3. And that's a 41, which is an E4 on Denny Doyle. And the Senators have their first base runner of the season. Lee May is on first, and Frank Howard will be at the plate with 1 out. Oh, wait, I got to check and make sure that's only a 1-base error on Doyle. It's a 2-base error on Denny Doyle. He threw it in the dugout. So Lee May is on second base with 1 man out and Frank Howard at the plate. Louis Tiant to the belt. He checks May at second base. The pitch home to Hondo is tough, and that's strike 3 on a Tiant breaking pitch, and there's 2 gone with Epstein due. Mcmullen on deck. Epstein was a monster in 69, 30 homers, but they're going to pitch to him. Uh-oh, might be a mistake. This one's hit deep to right field, way back. Rice back to the wall, and it's gone. Epstein, a 2-run dong in the first inning, puts the Senators up 2-0. Senators lead 2-0 with 2 outs in the first on a 2-run homer by Mike Epstein. Kenny Mcmullen now with 2 out and nobody on against Tiant. We have another defense check. This is to shortstop. Checking Burleson's range. He is a C. And that is a base hit. And a single for Kenny Mcmullen. He's on first base with 2 outs. Bernie Allen stands in. Left-handed hitting second baseman, part of a platoon that the Senators ran in 1969. Allen with 9 homers on the year. The pitch to him. Ballpark. Uh-oh, wheelhouse. The pitch to Allen. Fastball. Gone. Right field jack, and that's a 4 spot in the first inning. 2 2-run dongs by the Senators put them up 4-0 ahead of Tiant in the first. Wow. A 4 spot to lead off the season. Eddie Brinkman with 2 out and nobody on. This one is grounded to short. Burleson's got it, and he's going to make a strong throw to first, and that retires the Senators. But a 4 spot, they put up a crooked number in the first inning, and the Senators lead after 1, 4-0. But the thing about the 77 Red Sox is they can mash, and no lead is really safe, even against someone like Dick Bosman, who was awesome in '69 with a 2.19 earned run average. It'll be Yastrzemski, Fisk, and Scott in the Red Sox second. Yaz. Yaz hits one on the ground to third. That's gloved by Mcmullen. He's going to throw to Epstein, and that's 1 gone in the second. Carlton Fisk. And Fisk hits one in the air to right. Lee May's going to drift back a little bit, but he's got room, and that's 2 gone. And now George Scott with 2 outs and nobody on in the Red Sox second. And he takes a called third on a bender from Bosman, and it's 6 up and 6 down for the Red Sox in this one. Bosman's got a groove going early. Bottom of the second now, Casanova, Bosman, and the top of the order with Del Unser will be coming to the plate. Cassie, the Senators catcher, batting 8th today. This is hit in the air to left. Yastrzemski's got room. He'll make the play, and that's 1 down. Dick Bosman, right-handed batting Senators pitcher. Strike 3, swinging. Pathetically, but swinging. And 2 gone on Tiant, who may be righting the ship here in the second inning. With 2 outs, it's Unser. Nobody aboard. And strike 3, swinging. He gets Unser too. So 4 in a row now for Tiant after a very rocky first inning. We've played 2 in our nation's capital. It's 4-0 Washington. As Bosman heads back out to the hill, it's going to be Hobson, Doyle, and Tiant in the Red Sox third. Butch hits one in the air to right. Lee May's jogging in a few steps, and that's 1 gone. Denny Doyle, second baseman for the Red Sox, part of their second base platoon. This one is grounded to third, gloved by Mcmullen. He's going to throw to Epstein, and that's 2 gone. And now Louis Tiant, famous with the bat in the 1975 World Series, but didn't bat in '77. This one, no, it's popped up. He popped it up. Bernie Allen's going to wave for it and take it to end the Red Sox third. That's 9 up and 9 down for your Boston Red Sox. And for the Senators in the bottom of the third, it'll be Lee May, Frank Howard, and Mike Epstein as they nurse a 4-0 lead early in this one. Lee May, the right fielder for Washington. And Lee hits this one in the air to center. It drives Fred Lynn back. He's on the track. He's to the wall, and it's caught by Fred Lynn. 1 gone in the third. May gave it a ride, but not enough. Frank Howard 0 for 1 with a strikeout on his day. This one is hit in the air to center, but not as deep. Lynn will make this play with no trouble, and that's 2 gone. And now Mike Epstein with a 2-run bomb in the first. Epstein hits it hard just inside the first base line. Scott dives but can't get it. It's going to rattle around in the corner. Epstein heading for second. That is a double for Michael. And with 2 outs, the Senators have another man in scoring position. Now for Ken Mcmullen. The Senators' third baseman, 1 for 1 on the day with a run scored. And Kenny Mack hits this one in the air to right, but in comes Jim Rice, who will take it, and that will retire the Senators in the third. We've played 3 in our nation's capital. It's Washington 4, Boston nothing. And Bosman back out to face the top of the Red Sox order, Burleson, Lynn, and Rice here in the fourth. 9 up and 9 down so far for Bosman. The pitch to Rick. It's a looper. It's over Allen's head, and it lands for the first hit of the game for the Red Sox, and the Red Sox have a man on. Fred Lynn coming to the plate, just establishing his superstar credentials, but had an injury-plagued 1977 season. 0 for 1 on his day. And this one's hitting the air to left. Hondo doesn't have a lot of range, but he's going to get there for this one, and that's 1 gone in the fourth. Rice hit 39 dongs in the 1977 season. Burleson is leadoff. Struck out. Rice swinging on a Burleson heater, on a Bosman heater, sorry. 2 down. And Yaz coming up. 0 for 1 on his day. This one hitting the air to center. Del Unser coming in and will make the catch, and that will retire the Red Sox in the fourth. They get their first hit of the day, their first base runner of the day, but fail to score after 3.5. It's Washington 4, Boston nothing in D.C. Tiant to face Allen, Brinkman, and Casanova in the Washington fourth. Bernie Allen, a broken bat job just over Burleson's head. That's a base hit for him. And he's aboard with Brinkman up. Casanova on deck. Bosman in the hole. The pitch to Eddie Brinkman. Hitting the air to center. Here comes Lynn. He dives. He's got it. That's 1 gone in the fourth. Casanova. Allen returns to first base. Cassie 0 for 1 on the day. And this one is strike 3 called on a Tiant bender. 2 gone. And Bosman steps in to hit against Tiant. Bosman 0 for 1 on his day. Pitch to Dick. Struck him out swinging on some gas. That completes the fourth. We go to the fifth. Washington 4. Boston nothing. For the Red Sox in the fifth against Dick Bosman, it'll be Fisk, Scott, and Hobson. For the boys from Beantown. 0 for 1 for Carlton on his day. This one hit on the ground to third and gloved by Mcmullen. He's going to throw to Epstein for 1 down. Towards Scott. Scotty hit 33 bombs in 1977. And this one is hit in the air to right. Going to drive May back, but he will have room. And that's 2 gone in the 5th. Butch Hobson 0 for 1. Hobson. Hit in the air to center. Unser in his tracks will make the catch. And that retires the Red Sox 1, 2, 3 in the 5th. Bosman shutting him down. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's the Senators 4, the Red Sox nothing, and a word from our sponsors, Lakeside Beef. You want to stop repeat offenses in your state? Get your state legislature to mandate Lakeside Beef with juices for the cons. This gets them in 2 ways. 1, the yummy taste. They're not going to want to keep eating this stuff. 20% of your daily saturated fat in just a quarter cup of this goodness. Their heads, they're going to be dead before their head hits the table if you feed them Lakeside Beef with juices. This is 24 ounces of artery-clogging goodness. Enjoy Lakeside Beef. Find it at your local grocer or at your local prison. All right. Going to the bottom of the 5th. Top of the order for Washington against Louis Tiant, who had a rough first inning but has settled down and pitched pretty well since then. Del Unser, Lee May, Frank Howard. This one hit in the air to center. Fred Lynn with one more chance takes it for out number 1. And Lee May comes to the plate, left-handed batting right fielder. 0 for 1, 0 for 2. Got things started with reaching on an error by Doyle in the 1st. He scored a run. Pitch from Tiant. He walks Lee May. And that is Louis' first walk of the day. So with 1 out, there's a man aboard for Hondo, Frank Howard. With 48 dongs in 1969, second place to Reggie Jackson in the home run chase in the American League. Pitch to Hondo is grounded to short. That's taken by Burleson. Burleson to Doyle for 1. Doyle to Scott for 2. It's an inning-ending, soul-crushing double play. And the Senators are done in the 5th. We go to the top of the 6th. Bosman back on the mound. He will face Doyle, Tiant scheduled, and Burleson. But we're likely looking at a pinch hitter to try and get something going for these Red Sox. Doyle 0 for 1. The pitch to him is slapped on the ground to third. Kenny Mcmullen to his right. He gloves it and throws to Epstein for out number 1. And as I suspected, Louis Tiant being called back to the dugout, we're going to have a pinch hitter for him. It's going to be Rick Miller, left-handed hitting backup outfielder. We'll pinch hit here in the top of the 6th with 1 out against Bosman. 273 against righties in 1977. The pitch to Miller is hit hard, and he goes the other way. It's just inside the line, past Kenny Mcmullen, and Rick Miller's going to be aboard on second base with a leadoff double, and that might get the Red Sox offense going. 1 gone, Miller on second, Burleson at the plate. He had 275 against righties in the 77 season. The pitch to Rick Hit in the air to right. Lee May drifting over. He's going to make the catch. Miller, down 4 runs, is not going to make the third out at third base. He's going to hold at second. And that'll bring up Fred Lynn with a chance to drive in a run with 2 men out. Freddie is 0 for 2 on the day. Miller takes his lead off second. Bosman, the pitch home. Grounded to short. Brinkman's got it. He's going to fire to Epstein. And the Red Sox get a man in scoring position with 1 out, but fail to score him. That will retire Boston the 6th. We've played 5.5. It's Washington 4, Boston nothing. And here comes the Red Sox bullpen, and I think we all remember how scary that used to be. And remarkably, they don't have a left-hander, and boy, could they use one right now. So it's going to be, wow. There are a bunch of arsonists in this bullpen. That's all I'm going to tell you, sports fans. That is all I can tell you. They are going to go with Mike Paxton, who is not going to make anyone remember Raleigh Fingers. Mike Paxton will be the new pitcher in the bottom of the 6th. He is a right-hander. In 1977, he got himself into 29 games. Rumor is he had Don Zimmer's family tied up in his basement, and that's how he got in. 10-5 record, 383 earned run average in 108 innings. He started 12 times, so he was in relief 17 times, and he's a long man. Epstein stands in against the right-hander, which is what he loves to see. Mike is 2 for 2 with a double and a 2-run bomb back in the 1st. This one is popped up. Rick Burleson waving for it, and he will take it for out number 1. Kenny Mcmullen hit .268 against righties. In 1969, he's 1 for 2 with a run scored in this game. He strikes out on a Paxton junk. 2 down, nobody on for Bernie Allen, the Washington second baseman, who's also 2 for 2 with a 2-run homer. This one is lined up the middle for a base hit. Allen hits it back where it came from, and he's got a 3 for 3 opening day. He's aboard with 2 outs for Eddie Brinkman. Brinkman 0 for 2 on the day. This one is grounded to third and gloved by Hobson. Watch out, first base box seats, but he makes the throw accurately, and George Scott grabs it for the out. So Mike Paxton gets through the 6th against all odds, and we go to the 7th. It's Washington 4, Boston nothing in our nation's capital. Gonna switch these. Might be a little better. You can see Rice a little better. It'll be Rice, Yaz, and Fisk for the Red Sox in the Boston 7th. Pitch to Jim. And this is grounded to short, taken by Brinkman. He's going to throw to first. 1 gone, and Bosman is just dominating a really, really potent Boston offensive attack. He has allowed 2 hits, a single by Burleson in the 4th, and a pinch hit double by Miller in the 6th. Yaz is 0 for 2. Pitch to Carl. This one's hit in the air to right. Lee May coming in a few, and he'll make the grab for out number 2. And Fisk as we adjust our camera lens. Little in-game adjustment. I guess that's a little better. All right, so Fisk. 0 for 2 on his day. Bosman, the wind, the pitch home to the Boston catcher. This one's hit in the air to right. Lee May in his tracks will retire the side. Bosman dominating today. We've played 6.5. We're ready to stretch them out in Washington. And it's Washington 4, Boston nothing. And it's Casanova, Bosman, and Unser for the Senators in the 7th. 0 for 2 for Paul on the day. Looper for Casanova, just over Burleson's head. That's a single. Now we'll bring up Bosman. Let's see how they want to do this. Nobody out. One man on. Paxton on the mound. They're going to start somebody in the bullpen. Who it's going to be, we're not quite sure. Oh, boy. It's going to be Jim Willoughby, who I loved on the 1975 team, but tough times had come for him by 1977, but he's warming up anyway. Bosman at the plate. Will he bunt? That's the question. Will he bunt? The pitch from Paxton. He's bunting. And he gets it down. Grabbed by Scott. Scott's going to flip to Doyle, and that will advance Casanova to second with the 5th run of the day, potentially, for Washington. Unser coming to the plate. Dell, 0 for 3 with the strikeout on the day. Pitch to Unser. And that's a base hit with a line drive into center field. Casanova reaches third base, and whoa, they put up the stop sign. And so Unser sells for a single. Casanova stops at third, and with one man out, the Senators have men at the corners. So the Red Sox have to decide, are they going to move the infield in or play for the double play against Lee May? Oh, boy. No, they're going to play in. They're going to play in. Zim wants to cut that run off at the plate, so they're going to play the infield in. Paxton to the belt. The pitch to May. Is a looper into center. It's a base hit. It's a base hit. That'll score Casanova from third. It's 5-0. And Unser stops at second on the RBI single by Lee May. It's 5-0 Senators. Frank Howard coming to the plate. If he hits a bomb, it's time to walk the dog. 0 for 3 for Frank. A strikeout and a double play on his ledger. Unser is at second. May is at first. Paxton needs a double play ball. The pitch. Hit in the air to left. It's a mile in the air, but Yaz has room. And he's going to make the catch for out number 2. And now it's Epstein. Paxton laboring. Epstein 2 for 3 with a 2-run bomb and a double on his day. The pitch to him. Grounded to short. Burleson's going to flip to Doyle, and that will retire the Senators in the 7th, but they add an insurance run. And now lead by a score of 5-0 going to the top of the 8th. It's Scott, Hobson, and Doyle for the Red Sox in the 8th. 0 for 2 for the Boomer on the day. He has also struck out, but not this time. It's a base hit to center for the Boomer, and that's the 3rd hit allowed by Bosman on the day. Hobson comes to the plate, 264 and 30 bombs on his season in 1977, 0 for 2 on the day. Boomer is not going anywhere, down by 5 and slow as mud. Hobson hits one in the air to center, but Unser is going to get there for out number 1. And Denny Doyle 0 for 2 on the day. Dwight Evans has moved into the on-deck circle for the... No, they're calling Doyle back. Zimmer can't look anymore at watching Denny Doyle try and get a base hit when he needs one. So it's going to be Dwight Evans coming out to hit for Doyle. And Bernie Carbo has moved into the on-deck circle for Boston to hit for Paxton. Evans, 305 against righties in an injury-plagued 1977. Yay! Strikes him out on some gas. 2 gone in the Red Sox 8th. And this will do it for Paxton as here comes Bernie Carbo. Bernie hit 306 against righties in 1977 and did not endear himself to his skipper, Don Zimmer. 2 outs, 1 man on, Scott on first. We're here in the 8th. Bosman has allowed 3 hits in 7 2/3. Carbo at the plate. The pitch to Bernie is hit in the air to left. Hondo is going to make the play, and that's going to retire the Red Sox in the 8th. Going to need to make a couple of changes here for Boston. Need a new second baseman. That's going to be Steve Dillard. And he will bat in the 8th spot, where Dwight Evans pinch hit for Doyle last inning. So Dillard will bat 8th, and the new pitcher for Boston will be Jim Willoughby. And Jim Willoughby was 6-2 with a .494 earned run average in 1977. And 54 2/3 innings pitched. His task in the bottom of the 8th will be to hold the Senators where they are, and that will mean facing Ken McMullen, Bernie Allen, and Eddie Brinkman. Kenny McMullen, 1 for 3 with a run scored and a whiff on his ledger for the day. And, he hangs a breaking ball. And Kenny McMullen just deposited it in the left field seats way, way, way over the head of Carl Yastrzemski. 6-0 Senators in the bottom of the 8th. Bernie Allen comes to the plate. Bernie, 3 for 3 with a 2-run homer on the day. And this time, Bernie hits a ground ball to second. That's going to be Dillard, who's going to throw to George Scott for the out. And that's 1 gone in the 8th. And now Eddie Brinkman. Eddie, 0 for 3. Ground ball short, taken by Burleson. He's going to throw to Scott, and there's 2 down. And now Paul Casanova. 1 for 3 with a run scored. Last inning. And this one's also slapped in the air to left. Yaz is coming in quickly, but will make the catch, and that retires the Senators in the 8th. But they had another run, and we're going to the 9th with the score: the 69 Washington Senators 6 and the 77 Red Sox nothing. Let's see if there's going to be any defensive changes. There will be defensive changes. We have a new left fielder, Sam Bowens, will play left field for Howard in the 9th. Sam Bowens is in now to play left field for Hondo. Dick Bosman going to try and finish it up. Denny Higgins and Darryl Knowles warming in the Senators bullpen. Actually, they had a pretty good bullpen. This is a pretty good team. They're going to do some damage in this season. Bosman going to try for the complete game. Burleson, Lynn, and Rice in the 9th for the Red Sox. Pitch to Rick. Hitting the air to right. This one's going to be caught by Lee May, and that's 1 down. Bosman trying to put the finishing touches on a 3-hitter. Fred Lynn coming to the plate. 0 for 3 on his day. And this one slapped on the ground to short. Brinkman from the hole. Brinkman throws to Epstein. He got him at first base. 2 gone. And Rice, 0 for 3 with a strikeout on the day. Washington Senators fans on their feet trying to help Bosman finish this one. But not on this play. This one's lined to left, a base hit for Rice. He is aboard with a single, and Yaz comes to the plate. With Rice on first and 2 men out, the Senators fans still on their feet. Yaz, an 0 for 3 on the day for him. Pitch to Yaz. This one slapped down the line. This one's past Mcmullen. It's going to rattle around in the corner. Bowens is going to have to go dig it out. Rice to third. And he'll put on the brakes at third base. So it's second and third for Fisk. Bosman, tiring. But can he finish the game? Ted Williams coming out to the mound on a slow walk. Is he going to go to the bullpen? Is he going to go to the bullpen? No, he's not going to go to the bullpen. He's going to give Bosman at least one more batter because he's walking back to the dugout. Fisk is 0 for 3 on the day. 327 against right-handers in 1977. Rice at third, Yaz at second. The pitch to Carlton Fisk. Popped him up. Eddie Brinkman on the infield dirt. He's waving everybody off. Bosman completes the shutout on opening day of the 1977 Boston Red Sox. An impressive performance. A 5-hit shutout with no walks, and he struck out, well, 3. So he gets the win. Bosman takes the win. He is, of course, 1-0. Louis Tiant takes the loss. He is, of course, 0-1. The line score for the victorious Washington Senators from 1969, 6 runs on 11 hits, and they committed no errors for the vanquished 1977 Boston Red Sox. No runs on 5 hits. They committed 1 error. Home runs in the game: Mike Epstein, a 2-run homer in the first. Bernie Allen, a 2-run homer in the first. And Ken McMullen, a solo shot in the 8th. An impressive Game 1 for the 1969 Washington Senators. Thank you so much for joining me. This is the start of a payoff pitch season of games for you on my channel. Please click like and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to comment below. This is Payoff Pitch Baseball. My name is Kurt Berglund. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day. So long, everybody.